Can you believe that version is 14 years old? It came out 14 years ago? It came out when I was in high school? Holy mother of God. That's insane. That's genuinely insane. Let me introduce myself. Hi, I'm Kiara Strings. I am a trans woman, and this is the early stream. Welcome. I'm just looking at, okay, I was just looking at, the video, the music I was playing, and it's the Radiohead version of, no, it's Radiohead's Morning Bell, but it's the Kid 17 version, where after like a set, like the song would actually play as normal, and it's like like after four measures of the same beat, another morning bell would start. So it's like dooch. So let's listen. It's like, okay, 8 beats. 6, 7, 8. And then, yeah, so it's just like, so it magically kind of, it actually does kind of connect. So it's like, huh. It's like, huh, what is this like? Playing them not at the same time, but in 8 separate measures, that is an amazing accomplishment. And I thought that was like from, I think, back in 2016 maybe, but no. This was in 2008, 8 years after Kid A came out. So I'm genuinely shocked at that. I'm genuinely shocked that I have played too much Radiohead at this point. I gotta stop. Or I should probably start again. I should probably start listening to some Radiohead again. And just a few more days, it'll be Pokemon. Pokemon will be here. The new Pokemon game will be here in a few days. Yay! I'm excited. I'm kind of excited. I'm excited in a way that is, it's more like reserved excitedness, It's like that. It's more like observe, It's reserved excitedness. Yeah, I didn't know I didn't know, like, I'm usually kind of sort of excited about things. This might have been one of them, but it's like, It's one of those, should I be excited? Should I? And the answer is maybe. Maybe I should be excited. I'm not sure. I'm not a doctor. Yeah, so I'm not really sure. Um, but like, I didn't realize how, yeah, I didn't realize how early I was. Yeah, I'm very early. It's 4:59 in the morning here. You win, liberals. I'm kidding. Yeah, take that, liberals. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Don't kill me. I'm kidding, okay? I yeah, yeah, I was just kidding. Don't crucify me, okay? Please don't crucify me. Um uh But yeah, yesterday at work was fairly relaxing. And I hope we have a pretty good stream today. Because yesterday's stream was very fun. Like, honestly, very, very fun. Yeah, I'm not exaggerating. Like, yesterday's stream was very, very fun. So now I couldn't stop thinking about the running gag of, yeah, the running gag of the Denny's parking lot. Um, but you know, it's whatever. So I hope everybody's doing okay. I know not many people, nobody's here yet. I'm just gonna have people come in at their own risk. Yes, I said own risk instead of like, you know, well, yeah, actually, you know what? Own risk. Own risk sounds right. And I just realized that there's gonna be so many people just looking at my stream, just looking at my channel, my Twitch channel, and then looking at my past broadcasts and go, is she doing, like, has she moved anything? The people are gonna be like, wait, has she actually moved anything at all? Like, the lamp is the same, she's wearing the same thing, her hair's still tied back. It's like, are you actually, like, doing this? How are you still doing this, you know? It's like, are you sure, like, this is some kind of, you know? It's like, are you sure that this is, like, not a live stream, but it's just, like, you being dead and you just have never, yeah, you just never actually, changed your look? I'm not changing my look. I love my look. But maybe soon I'll just change it up just to see how it is. I'll change my look just to see how it is one of these days, you know? Yeah, one of these days I'll just change my look and I won't wear this. Oh, my nose. But yeah, yesterday at work it was fairly relaxing. I don't know. I don't know how it could be fairly relaxing, but it just was. Yeah, it was fairly relaxing at work. Like, I had Bisected Brioche's stream on my TV, but for some reason the internet went cold, and, yeah, the internet just decided to go cold. And then it just went into a video not available, so that pretty much means that Bisected didn't get the view, which sucks. Like, I came home and I'm like, Bisected's not streaming. She doesn't stream for 8 hours, and then it's like, oh no. But you know, I've wanted to get, you know, I wanted to support her, and things failed. It was a failure. I'm sorry. I'm kidding. I'm sorry for failing. But yeah, Pokemon. Holy crumbs, I don't know what I was talking about. Okay, so I woke up early, not on purpose. It just sort of happened. I just woke up, and this is what happened. I woke up at around 4 something, and then the moment I actually go back to sleep, I actually have to go to the mall later. Yeah, I have to go to the mall. I have to go to, like, the mall to renew my Presto card. You know, I have to renew my bus pass. And I don't even know when that 14 is gonna come because it's a tricky bitch. DJ, how are you? Let me give you a shout out. I'm lurking on Deathly Stream. Let me shout you out and let me shout out Deathly. How are you? The Deathly. Nope. Deathly. Oh no, hold on. Something happened. I'm still kind of awake. I'm still struggling to be awake. But everybody go follow DJ Alpha Omega right now, and Deathly Darling is streaming right now. So there's a good chance that they are like Deathly is one of two people who I'm watching right now. Oh, DJ, don't shout me out. No, don't shout me out on Deathly stream. Um, Mostly because everybody knows me there, but thank you for shouting me out there. And second of all, Deathly is not an affiliate yet, so the shout out command is not working at the moment. But I'm glad that you're doing swell. I'm absolutely glad that you're doing swell. Um, yeah, gosh, I cannot. Oh, I remember when I used to be before I used to be an affiliate, how hard that was. I mean, getting streaming for 7 days or 6 days or whatever. I mean, I can do that right now. Like today, I can do that right now. Just stream on like over a week. No, I can do that. I mean, I stream pretty much every day. Some people can't because they have work, but I stream pretty much every day. In fact, sometimes I just straight up stream on Saturday nights just to say, "Hey, I did 7 streams in 6 days," you know. Um, but it's like, but my goodness, I remember when I was affiliate, and I've seen people who have big numbers, like Abby Jams has really big numbers, and I'm just like, uh, well, these streams, like, I know how to get big numbers by playing games, but I don't want to play games. I would rather just do these streams. You know? These streams are not partner. These streams are not partner things. They are not going to get me to partner, nor do I want to. You know, I want to be like, I want to just stay underground. I want to just be like underground a little bit, you know? I want to just like, because again, these are the type of streams that are just, yeah, these are the type of streams that are just like casual, you know? People come in, people are just looking at it, it's like, what is this? And it's just like they see the early stream, you know? Like I remember when I wanted to be partner, but then I read about how Craig Ferguson, people are like, Ferguson should be like in the doing to the Tonight Show or whatever. And he's like, no, I'd rather just do my own thing for 9 years. And it was never like his late show was never a success. It never was. It wasn't a rating success, but it did develop a cult following, and that's what I have on the early stream, a cult following. That sounds so horrifying. It's like I'm part of the early stream cult following, and it's like, oh no, you're part of a cult. Do not drink the grape juice. But yeah, um, but these streams are not partner friendly, and that's actually I've gotten over that. Like before, I used to be obsessed. One of us, gobble 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 gobble. One of us. Na 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 Batman. Hi, Bloop Me. How are you? Welcome. Hopefully you're doing okay. I keep forgetting that Brevy Bun isn't streaming today. Ah, bars, bars. Sometimes I don't know how I'm rhyming. Yeah, like sometimes I don't know how I rhyme. Sometimes it just sort of happens. But yeah, like I usually raid Brebby. Can I just be honest? But we make our own fun here. Oh, we make our own fun, and then some. And if you want some fun, but in the darker way, go to the Denny's parking lot. I'm kidding. Don't. Um, but can I be honest about Brebby Bun? I remember watching her, the first stream I ever watched of hers. She was playing bass guitar, and this is 2 years ago. This was before she was a VTuber. She was playing bass guitar, and she was like playing a game where you play the bass, and like I remember she was a little bit quiet, and she was not as sarcastic. Like I remember when she was like not sarcastic, and she was like on her face was actually on camera, and like she was like, oh, she's really cute, you know. And but I didn't think I would watch her as much as I do now. Like this is from 2020. Like I remember when I was recording a baseline, and then I was about to stream, and then I see Brebby Bun on my front page of Twitch, which was pretty much like, who is this person? And then cut to now where I'm a mod on her channel. Like I thought Brebby Bun would be one of those channels I would follow, but I would not like watch on the regular. Then it turned out that I ended up rating her more times than I counted. I've counted so many times where I've rated her. It's like it's gotten to the point to where it's like, Kiara, welcome. You know, I just like when she does that. Kiara, thanks for the raid. I can't do that. I can't do that. God. Like, yeah, whenever I actually take a nap after a stream, I end up, like, listening to Brebby Bun, you know? I blast Brebby Bun's stream out loud, not so the neighbors can hear, you know? I'm not gonna blast it so the neighbors can hear because, no. Absolutely not. Yeah, I am not gonna blast. I'm not gonna give dry blasts to anybody. I'm kidding. It's all about the dry blasts. Stop saying dry blast, please. Kiara, stop saying dry blast. It's really disturbing. And very rude. It's all about dry blasts. It's very disgusting, but very, very horny. I am so fired. So this stream might be a little bit shorter because I have to get out of the house a little bit earlier. So my bus pass only has like one round. I'm so confused. Good. Dry blast means farting. You know what? Yeah, you know what? It's from a podcast I listen to called We Hate Movies. Dry blasting means farting. I got that from We Hate Movies. What are you confused about? Because I'm gonna be honest, if it's not dry blasting, I can't help you. I need to less things. You need to know less things? Then don't come to the early stream. You're gonna know a lot of things. The dry blast, don't worry. It's dry blast. You know what? You know what? One of these days, no, I need to less things. You need to less things? Did I have a stroke or did I not know what that means? All right, draw, wake up, eat, game, draw, sleep. Drawing, wake up, eat, game, draw, sleep. Well then. I mean, if it gets you a little bit healthier, then maybe do less things. You know, eating games and drawing sleep. That seems quite impressive. Can you teach me how to eat games and draw sleep? Bloop is having a fit right now. Like, Bloop is having a genuine fit at the moment. Coffee. Get your coffee and soda. No, wait, you know what? Get only coffee and, like, low soda. You don't want to have both at the same time. I mean, if you want coffee and soda, just get, I think there are sodas out there that... Get Surge. You know what? Get Surge. Coffee and soda, just get an energy drink. Just get a Monster energy drink or Surge. Do not get Red Bull because that tastes awful. I remember when Red Bull was my go-to. I used to drink Red Bull, and after drinking Monster energy drinks, Red Bull does not taste good anymore. I don't want Red Bull. Just give me yeah, just give me the energy drinks, you know? Just give me those energy drinks. Give me that. But I'm trying to cut back on certain things like junk food. I want to actually like get a little bit of weight gone. And that's good. It's kind of good because I run to the bus stop, I move around at work. Yeah, and I'm doing yoga exercises again. So that's good. I'm absolutely fantastic. I'm actually doing yoga exercises, and it actually and not only that, but my lower back doesn't hurt anymore. Yeah, my lower back no longer hurts. The problem is my bending my knees, like my kneecaps hurt. But the problem is it's become such an issue that instead of whenever I drop something on the ground, I actually have to reach for it without bending. Like I actually have to bend down, not even bend down my knees, like go like bend my knees down and go. I actually have to like reach down like that, you know? Just like the old days, just like before. And it just makes me realize that I haven't really used my kneecaps in a while unless I'm doing yoga. Like I've told a coworker, like here's the thing. Um Here's the thing with my yoga exercises. I do them before bed. Um I actually do my yoga. I've said this before. I do my yoga exercises before bed. And I told a coworker this today, yesterday. I do my yoga exercises. I've been doing them since 2015. Yeah, I've been doing them since 2015, or around the time that the first Deadpool movie came out. Um, okay, so yeah, times change. Like time goes by, and I've been doing yoga exercises pretty much every day. Um, so what ended up happening was I told him about my yoga exercises, and then yesterday somebody in our group is like, "Does anybody want to lead our exercises?" And I didn't know, I didn't hear that first part. It's like, "Is everybody ready for exercises?" And that's like, "What?" And the person who I was talking to was like, "She is," and I'm like, "Wait, what's going on?" And then somebody's like, "Oh, you want to lead?" I'm like, "No, no, no, I don't want to lead in any exercises. I'm not I'm not there yet. Maybe soon, but I'm not ready to lead any exercises. Um because their exercises are for me, and I've been doing the same 3 yoga poses since 2015. One of these days I should just like show everybody. But yesterday I put in a new pose. I put in a new pose which is just like doing that, like standing up and doing this, and then putting one leg crossed with the other, like one leg crossed like this, and then doing this, just bending down and doing this, just one leg up and then holding that for 10 seconds, and then the same with the other leg. You know, I'm actually going to start doing that. In fact, that's probably going to be the first thing I do before each exercise. You know, but I'm trying to cut back on certain things. Like, I think I'm doing kind of a good job in terms of like cutting back on junk food. Um, I'm trying to, like, the only thing close is ginger ale. Ginger ale is kind of the only close thing I have to junk food. And I only eat once a day whenever I'm at work. So I'm trying to cut back a little. So like I eat at 1 a.m. and I come home around 1 a.m. So that's 24 hours that I don't eat. It's not healthy, sure, but like at work I have no appetite. I have no appetite when I'm at work. So it might be a little dangerous, but at the same time I'm like, ah, I'm like, eh. And it's like, wow. So, yeah, so it's about to go like, I'm one of those people. And at work, I am so. Here's the thing about work. I am so into work that time legitimately goes really fast at work. It genuinely does. Like, I would start work, I'm like, oh my goodness. I don't know how I'm going to get through 8 hours. And then just like that, lunch comes about. No, break time comes at 6:10, and then I come back and it's like, okay, I don't think I'm going to and then next thing I know, lunchtime comes at like 2 hours later. I'm like, what's going on? Is time just like screwing me with me in here? And I like how I don't have to really wait. I'm constantly like doing things, and it's like it's not even frustrating. I genuinely like doing it. But yeah, I'm trying to lose weight. I'm trying to lose the weight that I put on for the 4 months I had between my Walmart job and the one I got fired at. Yeah, I got fired from my last job. Um, yeah, I got fired from my last job. Um, it was insane, you know? Yeah, like that last job. I'm really glad that I don't have to work there. Like, along as you're taking care of stuff like other people, I am taking care of myself. I absolutely am. Um, I want to run around the. Here's the thing. I want to run around the block like I did in the summer. I used to run around the block like before I got my last job. I used to run around the block. Like the block right here, I used to like get my Doc Martens, wear this or wear my My Chemical Romance sleeveless shirt and just run around the block at least once a day. I remember the first time I tried that, and I tried to run around the block twice, like around the block like twice, and I was exhausted. Like I was legitimately exhausted just running around the block twice, and I thought I was gonna die. And so I cut back to one around the block once, and then I eventually tried it again. Um, it like I try. I genuinely try. Because I don't. I actually just want to like take care of myself a little bit so I can like wear very nice tight fitting clothing. And I already do wear nice tight fitting clothing. It's just that I want it tighter, and I actually want to look really good at it. Like there's a sleeveless sweater that I want to get that will show off my shoulders. But, it'll show off not only my bra straps, but also my tattoos. But I really want that. And I also want to my hair redone because it has been a while since I've got it redone. But yeah, it's been a long while. Holy mother of God, it's been a long while. But yeah, like, yeah, I'm trying to like cut back on a few things. Now that I'm taking HRT and I'm becoming more of a woman, the thing is like it's gonna be harder to keep the weight off. So that's why I'm trying to like cut back on junk food. Like my boyfriend is doing the keto diet again. Like he tried it before, but things just kind of fell on the wayside. But yeah, he's thinking about his health, so he's trying to do the keto diet. And and because of that, I decided to give up something, and it's something that's dear to my heart. I decided as long as he's doing the keto diet, I am going to give up Tim Hortons. The so nothing from Tim Hortons. Absolutely nothing. No food or drink anywhere from there. Like, no breakfast bagels, no hot chocolate from there, nothing. And keep in mind, I go to Tim Hortons pretty much before work. Then again, I'm not tempted because I'm either reading a book or on my tablet. And most of my some of my coworkers know where I am on like work days, so it's like, oh, if you want to see me, if you're too early, you can come see me at Tim Hortons at around. I'll be there at like 12. Mmm. Ah. Water, the best. Um. But yeah, like I do take care of myself. I'm taking care of myself more than usual, you know? I'm trying to like yeah, again, I'm trying to cut back on a lot of things. So, yeah, I'm trying like because of work, I actually have some sort of regimen because like I run to the bus stop. At work, I always am on the move. And then at home, sometimes I run to another bus stop. For the past few days, my not only my lower back has hurt, but my kneecaps hurt as well. So there's a so sometimes it's like, huh? But I actually had to take care of myself, you know. Um, yeah, I actually had to take care of myself a lot. Um, I'm trying to take care of myself. I'm trying to do a little bit more, you know. I'm trying to I'm trying to get back to the body I had before I quit my job and I ate nothing but junk food for 4 months and I got over. I'm going to be honest, I got kind of overweight in the 4 months in between jobs, you know? Um but yeah, at least now I can see that there's some weight being lost. Because at one point I looked at myself and I go, ew, what is that? And that's why for a while I had my lamp on my chair and I didn't want to look at my face. I didn't want people to look at my face. Granted, I got way too skinny at one point. But now I'm at some sort of healthy weight, but at the same time I want to lose some so I can actually like look really like I want to look at least a little bit better. You know, now that I have work and it's like pretty much exercise for me cuz like I lift. Yeah, so I pretty much lift. I run um and I like oh trust me Bloop me, I am very very careful. I'm very careful at this point. I am not going to be miserable. I'm surrounded by people who actually do watch over me. Unlike my first job where my uncle was pretty much kind of sort of like he was there for a long time for like 20 years or so and people are watching over me and people know me and then eventually I carved out an identity of my own. Infernal Harmony, how are you? Welcome. Let me give you a shout out. You were I think were you playing Cult of the Lamb yesterday? Because I saw you were streaming yesterday. You were streaming yesterday and I think it was Cult of the Lamb. I want to say because I rated you early. I did rate you around last week. But every time I was on, I was not playing Cult of the Lamb. Then what were you playing? If you don't mind me asking, because how many people were playing Cult of the Lamb? I apologize for like getting the game wrong, but I swear everybody's been playing. It was Cardfight, Vanguard, Dear Days. It was. I've never heard of this game. Hold on, Cardfight, Vanguard, Dear Days. That sounds like an album. That sounds like some sort of album. And welcome back to the early stream. Our musical guest has an album coming out called Vanguard Deer Days. Everybody, ladies and gentlemen, Card Fight. It's very expensive. Oh, a band like that definitely is expensive. Let me see. Let me see if I can find a Wikipedia. Um, Card Fight Vanguard Deer Days is the first Card Fight Vanguard video game to be released both on Nintendo Switch and through the Steam distribution service, and the second video game on home consoles after Card Fight Vanguard X. Huh. The more you know. It's a trading card game. Well, I know now it's a trading card game. I looked it up. Okay, now I know because you told me. But no, that's all I got. But may I ask how is the game, because I've never been into card games anymore. I have not been into card games since Yu-Gi-Oh! Back when that was still a thing. I'm guessing Yu-Gi-Oh! Is still a thing. Me and my friend are racing against each other through the story mode. Yes. A friend I am enjoying quite a bit. Well, I'm glad. Racing each other through the story mode. Holy crumbs. Like, in terms of games with story modes, I never want to race against anybody. I would rather just take my time, you know? Just enjoy it. Yeah, I'd rather just enjoy those moments of gaming and just looking at the story, you know? We are only allowed to play the game on stream until the completion of the first perspective. Excellent. Typically, these games have 5 perspectives. Yeah, I don't know what those are. Though that's a shock to me. Me not knowing what those types of games are. So I'm guessing 5 chapters or 5 rounds. That's what I'm guessing. My goodness. So you're playing. So are you playing the full game, or are you playing a demo? No, wait. As in 5 story. Okay, 5 storylines. Okay. Okay, 5 storylines. Okay, gotcha. I was gonna ask if you're playing a demo, and I'm like, each with a different main character. Oh, okay. Okay. Are they intersecting with each other, or are they the same story, or are they just like the same story but with different perspectives? I guess that's what you would call the latter. They are intersecting, so they're not just like separated stories that kind of intersect. Okay, so they are intersecting. Okay, I see. Those types of games are fairly interesting, but those are the type of things that I enjoy watching in TV shows or movies. But video games, it's like the only video game that I've actually like played with intersecting plot lines was Devil May Cry 2. Does Devil May Cry 2 count? Because like you play as like 2 different characters, but yeah, you play as 2 different characters until recently I found out you can play like 3. And I really, God, now I want to play Devil May Cry. I really want to play Devil May Cry. Like, I beat the first 3 games twice. No, wait, I beat the first 2 games twice, and the 3rd game I rage quit. Yeah, I could go for, like, New Game Plus. Ooh. Yeah, I could go for, like, New Game Plus, but, like, games with intersecting plot lines are very, very interesting. You know, they're genuinely very interesting. I am playing the full game. I played the demo 1 week before its official release, so when the demo came... Oh, my goodness. You are so lucky. You are so lucky with that. Yeah, you Infernal, you are very, very lucky with that. You know, I God, I remember back when I was in high school, I used to just do nothing but play demos for a while. Like for a long while, all I ever did was play demos. And I'm like, oh, you know, I want to know what the full game was like, but I never got to for most of the reason. But yeah, if it wasn't for the fact that I played a demo, then I would not have played Burnout 3. And I remember, and speaking of demos, I remember getting Need for Speed Underground 2, the full game, and then I played the demo. It's super weird. It's super weird playing the full game and then the demo on another disc. Um, and it's also kind of weird playing Burnout 3, and then you could play a demo on Need for Speed Underground 2. That was also weird. Um, a part of me wants to play. Like, my PlayStation 2 is right there. I could play it, not on stream, but it is the first localized video game in the series, but it does have some mistakes. Okay, so it's kind of lost in translation. Some of the emotions are not up to par. It has 4 or 5 games prior only available. Okay, so there's gonna be some callback. Okay, there's gonna be some callbacks. Okay, so I'm guessing there's gonna be some callbacks that require you to look back at the previous game. So I got it. So yeah, I totally get it. I totally get getting lost at like certain periods. And the company never released in English before, so yeah, there's gonna be translation mistakes like grammar. Of course there are. That's absolutely fine. That's par for the core. Like sometimes that's why you would delay a game if a game is made by a company that's never released a game before, or an English game, or a game that has English like subtitles or dubs in it. That's why maybe just delay the game a little bit and get somebody, like, head it over to somebody who knows English and just like can translate everything. And misspellings, one was found right away in the demo. Well, I mean, there's probably more where that came from, but then again, I don't want to say, well, it is the demo. I don't want to say, well, the misspelling. Critical instead of critical. Crucial? Crucial instead of critical. I mean, clearly they tried to spell out Critical's name. Charlie, the YouTuber Critical, the guy who does Moist Meter and does like a video, does like 3 or 4 videos. Critical. Yes, Bloop Me knows what I'm talking about. Bloop Me definitely knows what I'm talking about. They may have just not spell checked. Or, yeah, but I actually read the first Critical as Critical, not Critical. Like partial. Critical is like spelled like partial. Yeah, but Bloop Me knows what I'm talking about. That Critical. They probably tried to spell Critical like Charlie. Like Charlie's like YouTube name. Amazingly enough, I only got into like Charlie's YouTube channel really last year. I like it. Like, his channel is so chill and very funny. Like, is it wrong to say that whenever there's like news, I always go to either Charlie Critical or Jim Sterling? Like, I've begun to watch some Jim Sterling, like their not really. There is something in a game called a Critical Trigger. That is what they spelled on. Oh, I mean, Infernal, that may be because it's a demo and it's just the kinks are not really worked out yet. Like, you know how demos are? Like, they're much more different than the real product. It's pretty much like comparing a song to it's pretty much comparing a song to an early demo. It is even. Oh, it's even in the full game. Okay, then that kind. I can. Okay, Infernal. You know what? I can see. It's the first English game that's been released from a company that doesn't actually have English games. So I can see why there's going to be more than a fair share of mistakes. I'm a YouTube fan of Moist pretty much exclusively. I've only gotten into him last year. Around last year when I got COVID. So December of last year when I got COVID. I stayed home. Okay, how I knew about like Charlie was because another YouTuber was talking about somebody else, and he was playing the Moist like critical Charlie's he was playing Charlie's video, and I'm like, who is this funny person? And the first video I think I ever saw of Moist was the worst stand-up ever. Yeah, it is the very first English game, so I get it, but it's memeable. I mean, most if not all non-English things are memeable. I watched maybe an hour of his Wheat Store Sim. Fun to watch, but it's a different hit. Yeah. I was tempted to Photoshop a card with the critical trigger symbol and rename it where it says critical to Critical. Go for it. You know what, Infernal? Go for it. I'm pretty sure there are people out there who are like, what the heck is Critical? Is that an attack? Is that a Yu-Gi-Oh monster attack? Like you just like release a card. You like put a monster card, and then yeah, you'll release a monster card, and then and then it's like the pink Mishosha, like pink lightning, critical. I mean Critical. Someone will get it. I don't think I do get it. Oh wait. Oh, are you talking about Infernal Harmony? Yeah, somebody's gonna get it, and it's gonna kick arse. Do it, Infernal. Absolutely do it. Absolutely do it. You know? Go for it and kick a lot of arse. But yeah, the first Moist Critical video I ever watched was the video where he shows the video of the stand-up comedian bombing on stage. And one of my favorite lines he does was, I gotta tell you, anytime I see this video, I feel like I'm going to war. Like, I feel like my heart is pumping, I'm sweating, and I'm like, oh, I don't think this is gonna get any worse. Worst thing is, the special mistake is in the tutorial. Nowhere else that I can see, just a tutorial. They'll probably patch it out at some point, though. Or, you know, since it's memed, so they're probably gonna leave it in, you know? It's not like they're gonna recall all the games and then just put in a patch. No, actually, never mind. Don't. I was thinking physical copies, but I didn't actually put into perspective virtual copies. Yeah. So far I've seen spelling mistakes in books. So I know how it is. I absolutely know how it is, Infernal. I absolutely know how that is. I need to go to the library later and get more books. More books! I need to get more books! More books? More books! You gotta think of could you English? More books! DuckTales! And I'm like, okay, now you're being addicted to crack now. More boss. Morbius? Yes, Morbius. The absolute Mac Daddy of all movies. Because it's a movie. And it was released. Yeah, all the trivially obvious jokes. Trivially trivially obvious jokes. The game is itself, I am happy playing, not being able to scratch that itch with my physical cards due to lack of opponents. Infernal, I'm sure you're gonna find somebody, you know? I mean, it's not with physical cards, but you're gonna find somebody. And it's not, and there's no visible glitches as that I encountered so far. So far! We're gonna see how that special effects failure is gonna go down. Holy crumbs, it's been 55 minutes already, and I haven't even gotten to the story about my strip joints. And honestly, I don't have time. I don't have time to go into strip joints. But yeah, I hope you'll find somebody that will be with you in your physical copies of the hopefully there's not going to be any more visual glitches, you know? Fingers crossed. Um yeah, absolutely fingers crossed, and I wish you the best in that. Um does anybody these days have any time to listen to me whine about anything and nothing all at once? Because I was one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the point of neurotic. Sometimes I give myself the creeps, you know? Sometimes I can't fall asleep, and it all keeps cracking up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid, or do I just suck? I have a few people to play online with via this game, and Tabletop Simulator. There are also random matches, so yeah, this itch is going to be scratched for a while. I'm guessing for about 4 months, I'm guessing, until the next Tabletop Simulator, or until the next game. Because right now, most of us are waiting for the new Pokemon game. Most of us. Most of us are waiting for the new Pokemon game. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for the new Pokemon game, but only to an extent, like only to an extent, you know. Shockingly not. They're going to be keeping this game up to date with newer stats. Hopefully, like I hope, you know, I really hope so. Is it? I wonder if it's gonna end up being like World of Warcraft, where they're just gonna like, it's gonna be the same game, but it's gonna actually be released. You know, that's what I thought Overwatch was gonna be. Only a one game, and then they're just gonna make newer levels and newer characters. Like, why make an Overwatch 2? You know? I'm satisfied with Fire Red and Leaf Green. I'm sure the new S&M... S... S&M. S&M Pokemon. I can just see Charmander just... I can see Charizard in an S&M outfit and just being extremely kinky. Ish. It's so blatant. For a second, I thought you meant S&M like Scarlet and something else, but no. I think you literally mean S&M. It's so blatant. Ish. Oh, and I see that the game so far is dividing people. As it should. Because I'm pretty sure every single Pokemon game has its fans. Like for me, let me see, they already announced the intention to, which is the first for the games. That's good. That's absolutely good, Infernal Harmony. You know? Just make it one game for like a very, 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 very long time. For like 10 years or so, and then release it. Wait, Overwatch was already like that, and it was released. The second one was released like 6 years later. Some of these designs could be described as kinky. Not today, Pokemon. Believe me, they're like. Here's the thing. You say not today. You say not today, but somebody else is like, all right, I feel it. Hey, honey, would you come in the shower with me tonight? Um, but yeah, like, here's the thing. Every single Pokemon game is somebody's favorite, you know? Like, for me, I grew up with Pokemon Gold and Silver, specifically Silver. That is the game that I personally grew up on, and I got it in the 3rd grade or 4th grade. I still have my Game Boy. Like, I have 3 Game Boys. One of is mine and one is my sister's. Mine is the purple Game Boy with like Pokemon Silver. My sister, who's 2 years older than me, had a pink Game Boy and Pokemon Red, and my younger sister has a Game Boy that is a teal Game Boy and Pokemon Yellow. So yeah, it's pretty much whatever you want, you know? Um Literally any day but today. Bloop me, how about tomorrow? Tomorrow's good. A lot of people are divided because of the price. However, I personally think the price is fair. A lot of players pay 120 minimum to keep one deck up to date. This game gives you the ability to make all the decks you want for $60. You know what, Infernal? $120 minimum. Holy Mother of God. Just to keep one deck up to date? I mean, I have money, but I don't want to spend that much on a deck to keep a deck up to date because I have things to do. You know, I have literally things to do. Not only things, stuff. $120 is a whole new video game in my country. A whole video game is $120 in your country? Holy Mother of God. $120. So 140. What kind of video game? It better be like an amazing video game. It's pretty much like at the episode of The Simpsons where it's like, hey, listen, this beer is gonna be like $30 more. So here's the beer. It's like $30 more. This better be the best beer that I drank. You got lucky. That is how expensive TCGs are. Starter decks are about $5 to $20, and then booster boxes to get up to snuff with the current meta. Holy Mother of God! Like, starter decks are that much? My God. Then again, Yu-Gi-Oh! Starter packs were like $40, but that was because they were on the hot. They were really hot. Resident Evil 8 was and still is $99 to $112. Tiny Tina's Wonderland is $75 to $99. What in the world? What? Can I just say what? Wasn't Resident Evil 8? Didn't Resident Evil 8 come out like how long ago? How long ago did Resident Evil 8 come out? Let's see this. Resident Evil 8 came out, okay, so this is 2021. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I did not realize Village actually came out in, like, last year. I'm sorry, but if you're willing to fork over $120 for one deck, you should not be complaining about $60 for the video game. I mean, $60 is less expensive, but, like, you would think at this point with a video game, most video games that I see are, like, at least, with the Switch games, new games are, like, what, $70 tops? But like $150 for a deck. If you're going competitive, go at it. Okay, here's the thing. Okay, there's a difference, okay? I personally am only shocked because I don't go into competitions. I'm more of a casual person. I would rather just not go into competitions. Like, competitions to me are just Like too much. Like I don't want that pressure. 120 wins competition. That is too much. Like I don't want competitions. I want lunch. Well, hey, I'm really sorry. Well, hey, I'm sorry too. She's got a gun. Thing is, it's 120%. That is about every 3 months. I mean, I thought that it was every month, so that's totally fair. If it was every month, I'd be like, are you insane? Like, I have things to do. Like, I have food to buy, I have rent to pay, you know? Like, I don't know, I have no idea how, yeah, I genuinely have no idea how people could end up. Well, I have a boyfriend who's really into Warhammer. He painted me this. He painted me this little guy. He's full of dust right now. He's definitely full of dust. Oh my gosh. And he spends a lot of money on Warhammer. I actually got him Warhammer not Warhammer. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. I am not into Warhammer, but whenever I'm at his house, I always see him paint one of these. Like, not this specifically because he's an orc person, but here. This is a noise marine, which is this. He's holding a guitar, and my boyfriend painted the guitar the same color as my very first bass guitar. And anytime I can, I will show off his like painting skills, because anytime I'm at his house, he's always painting something. He has a cabinet filled of Warhammer miniatures. Like, honest to God, a cabinet, like an entire cabinet filled with Warhammer miniatures that he himself created. Like, he himself painted. And, like, honestly, I want him to paint me another one. I want to ask him if he can paint me another one of these, I genuinely want him to I'll even buy him one. I'll buy him another noise marine just so he can paint another one. And I'll show that off if he wants. Like, give it to me for my birthday. Let me keep one of them for my birthday. I'll buy him two of them. I'll buy him two of these, like two more of these. I'll ask him if he can paint one for me. I'll genuinely ask him, because like this, I will genuinely, I will genuinely always keep on here. Maybe not here, because I don't want it to like fall behind. Well, it hasn't fell on before. Lockborn, how are you? Welcome. It's been a while. How have you been? Let me shout you out. How have you been, sweetie? Strange. I was talking about you a couple of days ago with my boyfriend. But how are you? And X Omega Hydra, how are you? We talked on we've talked on Toxie stream, didn't we? Yeah, I think we talked on Toxie stream yesterday. And it's 5:58. So you're almost there. You are almost there. Let me see everything else. I am planning to do 2 charity tournaments next week on both PC and Switch. Gonna be setting up the sign forms tonight, and I already have sign-ups tomorrow. I already have a 3D modeled texture medal as a reward. Excellent. Awesome, Infernal. Like, I absolutely wish you the absolute best. 2 charity tournaments, that is absolutely kick-ass. Go for it, and I hope you win, or at least go as far as you can. But Bloop Me is like, not Warhammer, and it's like, yes. If you thought me playing video games was bad, like me buying books or playing video games was bad, Warhammer is a lot worse. Because my boyfriend actually had to promise me, straight up. I actually had to tell him, look, only buy 1 Warhammer thing a month. Because he has a lot of Warhammer stuff. He has 2 books of Warhammer. He has Like, I never... Like, I'll even show... You know what? I'll even show you. I'll even show you a picture. Hold on. I'll show you a picture of, Yeah, I'll show you a picture of, hold on. I'll even show you. Let me see this. Because I sent him... Here we go. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna show everybody, Yeah, I'm gonna show everybody a picture of his Warhammer things. Hold on. So, it's an old picture at his house. Dang, I am 6 hours ahead. 12. Yeah, you're 6 hours ahead. This is the early stream, so I started the stream at around 4 a.m. So, yeah. So, 6 on top of the time and switching my AM to PM is how my time works compared to yours. Okay, that's totally fair. So, right now, it's 12 p.m. over where you are. It's 12 p.m. over where you are. And it's 6 a.m. here. So anybody watching this, and it's called the early stream, people are like, why is it called the early stream? It's like, well, that's because this is why. This is why. Like, I actually did say that I was like, let's just say I have some select words for those who keep their physical decks up to date and also complain about the price of the video game. Infernal, I understand. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I understand. I understand both sides. You know, I understand how you're feeling about those complaints, but I understand that people actually are complaining about how high the price of video games are. You know, because, there are people out there who legitimately will spend a lot of money on updating their decks. I completely get that. And they'll complain about the price of video games. So I can see both sides. So I'd rather not knock on those types of things, you know. I don't want to knock on those things. But anyways, here's my boyfriend's Warhammer case. Yeah, here it is. Here's his Warhammer case. I think this is all of them as of... When was this? When was this taken? I sent this to my friend last October. I sent this picture to my friend last October. Oh, that's too much. So yeah, this is his Warhammer collection. Again, he's an orcs person. Holy mother of God. He must have spent he spent hundreds of dollars on these. You know? Mother of mercy. But Lockborn, I really hope you're doing okay. I did miss your streams. I really do miss your streams. Take as much time as you need, honestly, in terms of, taking care of yourself, you know? But mother of God, this is a lot, you know? This is what you get into when you get into Warhammer, you know? Look at all this. And he's bought more ever since. This was taken last year. This was literally 13 months ago. Was it 13 months ago or more? Probably more. You know, probably 12 or still it was last year. But yeah, this is it. This is him. Yeah, this is pretty much him. I'd say that's too much. That's way too much. And then I'm like, oh yeah. I mean, I look at my bookshelf and go, I can't say crap. I can't say anything, you know? It's intense. Oh, yes. It absolutely is intense. For other games, I get it. It is this specific franchise when comparing to the TCG to the video game in terms of price. Here's the thing, Infernal. Yes, again, I get it. I absolutely get it. I 100% get it. But maybe it's because like they think that video games shouldn't be that high, you know? That's why whenever I there's a game that I want, I usually wait until it's on sale. Like for instance, Dark Souls, I got the first Dark Souls game years, like legitimately no joke, years after it came out, and I got it for $15. Now you may be wondering why I got in the first place if I hadn't beaten it. That's because I thought it was a good idea at the time. Yeah, so yeah, wait for it until when it gets on sale, wait. You know, it's totally fine. There are some people out there who like a certain video game so much that they will get it on the first day. Didn't even read the reviews. Yeah, didn't even read the reviews. I just went into it. Ish. Oh, that's me and with Vanguard. That was me and Battlefront. That was me in Battlefront, like the Star Wars Battlefront game that came out in 2015, I want to say. And I'm like, hey, this is going to be awesome. And then I'm like, oh, God. Um, yeah, I spent, no joke, I'm not joking with anybody. Um, when I got Star Wars Battlefront, the first one, I think, um, when I got that first Battlefront game, I actually got it with I actually bought the game and I also bought this. I bought the headset that came with it. I literally on the first day I went to the mall, got the game, and then I got this. What I used to use for my streaming setup before I got a proper microphone. You know, the microphone that I used to use that doing like this, and then you could hear the microphone just being scratched. But now it's completely different thanks to the better microphone. Bailey, how are you? Welcome in. I hope you're doing okay. I'm going to shout you out. Hopefully you're doing okay. Um it's been a while since I've seen you. Hopefully you're doing okay and stuff. Um Oh no, my boyfriend sent me hit my Oh crap. My boyfriend is like talking to me on Discord and he says that my Christmas present is being shipped. Even though I keep telling him, wait, no, I tell him not to get anything for my birthday. I told him not to get anything for my birthday, but I don't want anything for Christmas. I personally don't. You know, I don't want anything for Christmas. You know, I'm okay right now. Anytime I want to get something, I get it. I actually remember when I was upset that I never got anything for Christmas. This is around 2017. I think this was back when The Force Awakens came out, or 2016. 2015 actually. 2015 when The Force Awakens came out. And I was just so upset because I was like, I never get anything for Christmas. I never ever get anything for Christmas. And I just kind of got ticked off and I told my friend, I never get anything for Christmas. And he's like, well, yeah, because anytime you want something, you get it on your own. And just like that, my anger just went away. I was like, I mean, it's true. I'm like, so yeah, whenever I want to get something, I do just get it. I am, had a nap earlier after shopping, so I feel better, and I just spent half an hour trying to change my septum ring. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's amazing. I think you are one of the two people who I know who has a septum ring. That's amazing. My friend who has a septum ring, they are non-binary. And they got a tattoo yesterday. Like, this is their tattoo. Speaking, I just want to show this off. So this is their tattoo. So like I said yesterday, like last week, I was supposed to go with them to a tattoo parlor. And this is absolutely amazing. You know, yeah, it's absolutely pretty amazing. Um, yeah, it's absolutely like really, really detailed and all that. This took 6 hours. This was done on Sunday, and I was busy that day, but they said that it was a 6 hour job, which is a lot more than the tattoos I got here. Like, this is all an hour and a half, 2 hours. This took two very, 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 very sweaty hours. And this was on bone. Katie! Oh, Ish, I was so into the game I forgot you were on. I had also had literally nothing to do for work. Which game? Wait, which game did you were you playing? Some say they prefer the physical cards over digital because the digital does not allow you to hold the cards, and because the people have shops in the area that have local tournaments. I get that, but then just don't get the digital game and miss out on what is not included in the TCG. Fair enough. Earned firm, but don't knock the price for the work that was done in the impossible. That is impossible to include in the TCG. That's fair, Infernal, but you're gonna have people who are going to end up saying the exact same thing about something else, you know? And yes, Bailey, this is cute. And Katie, you also have the Septon Ring. That's absolutely kick arse. Absolutely kick arse. All while doing damage control on profits that could be lost from TCG because the sand packs are in the digital game. I personally think that 60 is it is a fairly good price. Some people might think that's a little expensive because like here's the thing. There are certain games that should not be $60 or whatever. There are games that are much more expensive than $60. Like, those Switch games are like $80. So it's like, holy mother of God. I can tell with a single dot shading. Oh my, I couldn't tell. Oh, so that's why it was kind of detailed. Hi, Lachlan Samurai. Okay, you changed your name. You went from Lochborn to Lachlan. You changed your name. Lovely. Monster Hunter Rise. Oh yeah, I've seen Brebby play that a fair share of times. Yeah, I actually saw Brebby. I'm gonna shout her out. Hold on, I'm gonna shout out Brebby because I've pretty much rated her so many times I might as well just shout her out. Brebby. If you're not following her, she always, for the past 2 weeks, she has been streaming, Monster Hunter, and it looks like a really good game. Like, she plays it with her girlfriend, Josie. Like, it looks so good. It looks really good, and it looks very interesting. However, there is one argument that some make that I do agree with. Intriguing. Tell. Hey, Boo, how am I? I'm doing a lot better, honestly. Like, I have a new job that I started 3 weeks ago. Yeah, I have a new job. I'm playing games at the moment. I'm actually just, like, getting into it. I'm streaming again after I was gone for 2 months. I'm actually, like, talking about my trans envy to other people. And I'm not using Twitter for about until next week. Because you know what? I need to get off of Twitter. But I hope you... Bailey? Look, Bailey. This is my stream and my rules. And no one is allowed to say stuff and things unless it's me or Rick Grimes from The Walking Dead. You hear me, Bailey? Okay? You hear me? You mess with the catchphrase, you mess with the strings. You do not want to go there. Otherwise, you, me, Denny's parking lot, 7 o'clock, Friday night, We're gonna sort this out. I apologize for that outburst. Give me a moment. I was doing so well. Oh no. Oh no, Locke. We are not going to fight. I mean, wait, we're gonna fight, but we're not gonna do a dance-off. What do you mean you didn't do nothing? I see in the sentence you said doing stuff and things. I was talking about what you were doing, though. I know, but only I can say doing stuff and things. Okay, Bailey? Not you, and not the girl next door. Only I, Kiara Straight, from Canada. Yeah. You know, Denny's Park. Hold on, let me see. Regional prices, Brazil gets it for the equivalent of $20. That is a point I agree with. That's not. Yeah, wait, really? $20? Yeah, give us all the same price. You know, don't give one region special treatment. You know, I don't care. I don't care where you're from. Every price should be the same. Okay, every price should remain the same. Not $60 in one region and then $20 in another. Granted, some people could only afford it. Stops doing stuff and thanked and said, is everybody going to use that term now? What did I ever do to you? Okay? Frost Sugar, I love you, but are we going to actually have to go to the Denny's parking lot now? Do we have to go to the Denny's parking lot? Because I'm going to say it right now. We're going to have to. And Bailey Game is going to be there. And we're going to figure it out. Okay? But I hope you're doing okay, Frost Sugar. Let me give you a shout out right here. Let me give you a shout out. It's been a while. How have you been, honestly? Like, honestly, how have you been? Like, we don't really get to talk much, you know? Okay, Lachlan. Okay, you know what? Okay, you know what? Here. You, me, Bailey, Locke, Frost, we're all going to be at the Denny's parking lot. We're going to have some sort of battle. And whoever's the last person standing will have to pay, whoever's the first person to fall will have to pay for the Denny's. Okay? It's going to be the four of us, Denny's parking lot, Friday night. We're all going to be there. Invite your friends. Invite your friends. We are going to rumble. We are going to fight. I don't care how cold it is going to be. I don't care how many windows are going to be broken. I don't care how many fingers are going to be lost. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care. We are going to rumble at the Denny's parking lot Friday night at 7. And we are going to have the final battle. Not yet. We are going to have hold on. A final battle? Okay. Okay, we're going to have a final battle. Okay, so it's not going to be the final battle. It's going to be a final battle. Yeah, that is one point I agree with. Prices should be equivalent within all regions. No region. Yeah, like... other than that argument, I disagree with the arguments against the price of the games. I mean, that's totally fair. You know, that's absolutely totally fair. I mean, let me see. Honestly, I've been busy the past 2 weeks moving stuff and things with friends to their new house. Things are fine too. And yeah, I miss being around Twitch. I'm probably gonna have to leave in 10 minutes or so. Okay, Frost Sugar, if you have to leave, go leave. It's totally fine. We do miss your streams. I miss your streams. I miss you playing Grand Theft Auto games a lot, honestly. You know? Sorry, I really had to. Infernal, here's the thing. Do not apologize, okay? Don't apologize for venting. I get it. I vented on these streams a lot. Do not apologize. Because here's the thing. If I can apologize because Valen and Lachlan told me not to apologize, because if I do apologize, one of them is going to find me and we're going to actually, again, Denny's parking lot. Although Locke is just going to be at the Denny's parking lot because I'm going to have to face her and Bailey and probably Frost Sugar and anybody else who's using the term stuff and things. So I'm not legally allowed to apologize on stream. Or apparently real life. But yeah, but Frost Sugar, I really hope that your week, your moving is not so stressful. I honestly hope that it's not stressful, you know? I know how much moving stuff and I know how moving is like very hectic, but I hope that when you finish you get that nice frame of mind, you know? If it's anything like Dark Souls mechanics, I'm good. Locke, that pretty much means I'm gonna be dead. I'll be dead before I hit the ground. But it looks like I'm gonna actually have to bite the bullet and just have to run over people with my cars. So either use stuff or things, not both. Which to choose? Infernal? If you use both, we're gonna have to fight at the Denny's parking lot. Some people are like, why a Denny's parking lot? Why a Denny's parking lot? And the answer is, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna have to be honest. Like, I'm being serious right now, and I'm not doing a bit. I'm genuinely being 100% serious. In the mid to late 2000s in Canada, there's like a Denny's across town, like a bus ride away, like literally a bus ride away. And like a lot of my high school friends would go there, you know, not really into the restaurant, but in the parking lot to do whatever they want, you know. They would just like some of them would drive, like some of them would actually have like siblings that could drive, and they would drive to the Denny's. Some of them would actually take the bus and hang out at the Denny's, but not inside the Denny's. It's usually at the parking lot, especially during the summer. Like, that's pretty much as to why I actually say Denny's parking lots. And that's honestly where a lot of fights are. That's where, like, because nobody wants to be suspended from school, they just do it as far away from the school as possible. Granted, they could have done it anywhere else, but for some reason, a Denny's parking lot is a lot. I don't want to say sacred, because if I wanted to say sacred, I would have been like, okay, you, me at a Tim Hortons. But that's no longer sacred because apparently that's not a Canadian restaurant. That genuinely still scares me. But, you know, like, but honestly, since then, that's the regular meeting grounds for some high school and some college students, you know? Because it's like, anyway, have to get ready, go bowling for family, hoping I can get rid of the stress regarding prices. You have fun. You absolutely have fun with family and going bowling. Just do not go to a bowling championship. Ilcod, how are you? How are you? Welcome. I hope you're doing okay. Let me give you a shout out. How long was your stream this time? But yes, Locke, PvP me, Kiara. I don't know what PvP means. Player to player? Player versus player? Hoy hoy, you always on the goody time. Yes, I'm always on at 6 in the morning, just when the sun is about to go up. And look what I have. It was 7 hours. 7 hours. Congrats. Absolutely congrats. We were just congrats, like, and radio, and to those of you who are rating, to those of you who are rating with Ilcod, first of all, congratulations, you missed an hour and 35 minutes, so you missed a lot of the worst part. And secondly, I'm Kiara Strings. I am a trans woman, and this is the early stream where we talk about, honestly, we talk about anything. Like, we genuinely talk about anything. And before you rated, we were talking about a fight at the Denny's parking lot. And you know, there are a lot of fights at the Denny's parking lot that you can go to. Like, here's the thing. There are Battle of the Bands at the Denny's parking lot. There are bass guitar battles at the Denny's parking lot. Orgies, orgasms, embroidery contests, fist fights, you name it. There will always be some sort of fight at the Denny's parking lot. Some sort. It doesn't always have to be fist fights. Again, Battle of the Bands, bass guitar battles, orgies, orgasms, and of course, embroidery contests. Reasonable. I mean, whatever happens in Denny's parking lots. No. The scars are always going to remain. Amazingly enough, the people at Denny's never actually call the police. Which is quite fitting because nobody actually goes to Denny's at like 4 in the morning. Because nobody wants to go to a Denny's at like on Friday night. That's what I thought. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, my boyfriend actually is getting me something for Christmas. And I'm like, I don't want anything for Christmas. Oh, we no have that Denny's. You don't have Denny's? Then how do you fight? Where do you go to fight? If you don't have a Denny's, you don't have a Denny's parking lot. And if you don't have a Denny's parking lot, where are you going to have major events that involve beating each other up? You know? Where are you going to get that? I apologize. No, I can't. I can't apologize. Otherwise, somebody's going to beat the ever-loving crap out of me. Yeah, but apparently my Christmas present is on its way, even though I don't want a Christmas present. Here, Greece is different because crazy craze. Demand a Denny's. Demand one. But I don't want anything for Christmas. I'm okay. Like, here's the thing. Remember, last Christmas, I only got 2 things for Christmas. A pair of Doc Martens. And, does anybody remember those NASA shirts? I don't know, those NASA shirts that were popular. Then again, like, my mom said that everybody was, like, my mom said that everybody was, wearing those, like, NASA t-shirts or whatever. And she got it for me, and she's like, well, everybody actually is, wearing them. And I'm like, everybody? How come I don't know this? Like, I actually have not worn that shirt. I have not worn that shirt. Hello, have a groovy morning. Hi, Joey. I hope you're doing okay. Have a groovy morning to you, too. I almost read that as, saucy morning. But, yeah, it is pretty saucy out there. Have you seen outside? It's snow everywhere. But, yeah, I only wore that NASA shirt twice, and my mom said that it's because all of your shirts are very tight. All your clothing is very tight, and it's like, well, I want my clothing to be very tight. I don't want loose shirts. You know, I don't want loose shirts in my clothing. I genuinely want, Wait, Kiara, you said you're from Canada, right, me friend? Yes, I'm from Canada. You know, yeah, I am from Canada. You can't tell by my accent. Which, by the way, I have a coworker who we discussed about accents, and she's like, I don't hear Canadian accents. It's like, yes, you do. You genuinely do, and I'm being serious right now. Like, everybody in Canada has an accent. Everybody in the world has an accent. And in Canada especially, and I'm saying this right now, and I'm being genuinely true. I'm being completely 100% serious right now. It depends on where you are. Some of it is subtle, but if you go into different countries, you can hear the dialects. You can hear how people talk, you know? Yes, Canada is a melting pot of different nationalities and different cultures, but if you go from a place like Ontario and then a place like Quebec, you can hear the different dialects. Yeah, you can genuinely hear the different dialects. Oh, I think Canada to her Greece, we too far, we think. It is a bit far, but, I've never been to Greece, not yet. I'm guessing I'm going to have to teleport there one of these days. Um, but yeah, a coworker of mine actually asked, like, she actually is like, I don't hear Canadian accents. It's like, oh yeah, you do hear them. It's just that you're used to a certain type of dialect. But if you go to a place like Saskatchewan, you'll hear the different dialects. Like every province has a different dialect. Like most Canadians actually say sorry. Like if you know, like you can tell by Canadian when they say sorry. So like I usually say sorry. Um, so so whenever you hear a Canadian say sorry, you can hear the difference between sorry and sorry. Like sorry, there's like you say it like the word saw, like saw, and then sa it's like ma. So you can tell like by a different dialect. Like I am trying to get rid of my Canadian accent. I'm pretty much kind of apparently fooling a fair share of people because people are actually surprised that I'm from Canada and then they immediately turn off the stream. Like, but because here's the thing, there are like two things I hate more about that. There are two things I hate about it. People who hate their own country. There are two things I hate more. People who hate their own country and people who hate people in their country and Canadians and people who can't count. We sees, and my oh my, yes. Yes, yes, yes. My oh my indeed. DD. But yeah, let's play a game, shall we? We are going to play a game that I was supposed to play a long time ago. We are going to play Dark. I'm just kidding. Lachlan's like, and then I just like, oh no, I'm just kidding. I'm never gonna beat this game. I am never going to beat this. I will never be able to beat this. I've actually had more progress in Bloodborne than Dark Souls. And keep in mind, I have the next two games. I want to beat them. I really do. But there is no way in hell I'm ever going to beat them. I beat Sonic 06. We do miss Dark Souls stream. Here was my goal, Elcod. Here's the thing. My goal was to beat Dark Souls so I could actually show off my skills. Honestly, I want to show off my Dark Souls skills. When I beat it, it's been almost a year, and I have yet to beat it. I really, really wish that came out well, a lot better. But I tried over and over again to beat this game. And then I see people like DJ Alpha Omega and Lachlan just beating the ever-loving piss out of all those games. And I'm like, I'm trying. Okay, I'm trying to beat this game. I'm trying. Why won't you let me live? But I'm okay now. I have other games that I could be frustrated at and just, play. Like, again, Burnout Revenge, Doom, Dead. It's mostly Burnout Revenge. honestly. Just beat Bloodborne the other day. Damn it, I was gonna rage you! I was gonna rage you, Jade! I was lurking on your stream and I was gonna rage you! Oh, God. Oh, I was gonna rage you! But thank you for the rage! Oh my God! Damn it! Oh God! I had 15 more minutes! I had 15 more minutes and I'm like... Jesus Christ. Damn it. Oh, jeez. Oh my God. Oh. Oh my God. Oh my God. Thank you for the raid, Jado. I'm gonna give you a shout out. If you're not following Jado right now, go follow her. She's absolutely wonderful. She streamed, um, oh shoot, I forgot. I forgot what game she was streaming. Jade, um, could you, like, if you're not following her, go follow her. She's absolutely amazing. Katie, you're gonna take a nap? Go take a nap. Destiny, yeah, Destiny. Um, okay, Destiny. Okay, she played Destiny. She's absolutely wonderful. Before I started streaming today, I was lurking on her stream. I was talking to her and another person, and she's really good at like talking about a few other things. Um, Hey Kiara, we forgot to crush Rochelle True. Oh yeah, she's really cute as well. She's absolutely amazing as well. Um, just beat Bloodborne the other day. Oh, I want to beat Bloodborne so bad. I Bloodborne is a lot easier to beat than Dark Souls, honestly. We suggest you go. I think the only person in the stream is you. I mean, there are probably other people in there, right? I'm a trans furry. Woo! Where did you get? Wait. Oh yeah, oh crap, my stream title. Oh crap, I forgot my stream title. I forgot people read my stream title. Oh, I forgot people read my stream title. Whenever I make up stream titles, um, whenever I do a stream, oh, you're talking about me. Okay, okay. You're a trans furry? Honestly, Jade, no judgment here. None of us judge. Like honestly, nobody here is gonna judge you for being a trans furry. That's totally fine. And I didn't even see that. I may have brought attention to it. Yeah, I may have brought too much attention to that title. I was talking about me. Oh, okay. Whoops. I always talk about. I never talk. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So I never really talk about like. Yeah, I never really talk about things. Um. Yeah, but whenever I literally just make up a stream title by far. And then it's like, what are you doing? It's one of those, what are you doing? Mercadian, how are you? I hope you're doing okay. Just like here in Greece, we loves everyone. Everybody here loves everyone. However, I'm a one-person girl. I have a boyfriend, and what was that? What was that quote from Drew Barrymore in Scream? I have a boyfriend, and he's gonna kick your ass. Have a good stream, Lachlan. Thank you for coming by. I absolutely miss you. Like most of us miss you, and if you ever come back to like streaming, go for it. I'm probably not gonna be there a lot because I have work now. I have a job now that requires me to be there for 8 hours, and people gender me correctly. And if you're not following Lachlan, go follow her. She is like absolutely good people. You know? I God, I think I remember somebody rating into you last year, and the first and the game I saw you were playing first was Dark Souls 3. Yeah, Locke, I think yeah, the first game I ever saw you play on the first stream I ever saw you like when you got rated was Dark Souls 3. And I'm like, well, I'll follow her because she looks cool. She seems cool. So how's the job? The job is actually really good. Like it's honestly so chill. Like it's at a warehouse, sure, but it is so chill because like the people are chill and like people are playing music. Unfortunately, like in 2 months, everything's gonna be moved, and like it's gonna the things are like things are going to be a lot stricter. Sorry, hon, I'm probably not gonna come back to streaming. Hang out for good. Lachlan, I understand. I absolutely understand. Um, I understand that you're not gonna come back to stream, and I do miss your streams, and I'm genuinely being a lot serious here. I do miss your streams. A lot of us do, and if you're not gonna come back to streaming, that's totally fine. You do you. You walk your own path. We'll be there, whether it's on Instagram or on your Discord server or anywhere else on Twitter, which I'm not going to be using until next week because Twitter is kind of Twitter is Twitter right now. But you honestly do you. You be the best girl that you can be and absolutely live your absolute amazing life. So, yeah, we can talk on Discord or on Twitter. It doesn't always have to be on Twitch, you know? It's totally fine. Chill jobs are the best. They are. They absolutely are. But when we move from one building to another, things are gonna be a lot stricter. So, like right now, people are playing music out loud, and I thought that was pretty fine. I'm personally not used to people playing music at work. I'm not really used to it. I'm really not used to it. So, yeah, I'm not used to people playing music at work, and that's gonna stop in a few months. But right now, everything's just kind of chill, you know? People are generating me correctly. I'm actually talking a lot more in like my first 3 weeks alone than I ever had in the job that I worked at for 9 years. Because I'm kind of free to be myself. I work hard, and the best part is it's only an 8-hour shift instead of 10 hours. Because I mentioned this yesterday. I'm gonna talk about what happened yesterday. I'm gonna talk about yesterday, and I mentioned this yesterday. So people who are here yesterday, you already know what's happening. But I want to talk about Locke. Here you go. Absolutely, here you go. I want to talk about like the job that I had before this one. So my last job lasted 6 weeks, which was pretty much a temp job anyways, and it was also at a warehouse. The problem was that I used to work in the morning, so even if I wanted to go back to streaming, the streaming, I couldn't stream because my shift started the exact same time as when I usually do a stream, which is like 5 in the morning. And so I usually, and since there was no buses around, I actually had to take an Uber every day. Because at least now, at my first job, I did not spend money for like days. I just saved my money and just took a bus. But I had to take an Uber, and my first 2 days I was assigned in this one area where I was supposed to be at, where I put stuff in boxes. That was fine enough. That was absolutely okay enough. But then in the middle of the third day, somebody, like one of my TLs is like, hey, come with us. You have to go to maintenance. And I'm like, wait, do I have a choice? And she's like, no, you don't have a choice. You have to come with that. So I actually had to go to like maintenance. And maintenance is pretty much like clearing the whole building or whatever. Like, it's like kind of being a janitor. So it's like you're assigned either like cleaning, like handing out water bottles and putting in coolers, or throwing away garbage in a garbage compactor, or just sweeping one half of a huge part of the building. And the building was pretty big. I actually had to like sweep a huge part. I gotta go just take a shower and go to bed. Okay, Jado, thank you for the raid. Thank you absolutely for the raid. Don't apologize for ruining the raid, honestly. I was just kidding. It's just that every time I want to raid somebody, they either raid out or raid me, and I'm like, ah, oh, crumbs. But you take your shower. It was hilarious. But you had an amazing stream. Go take your shower and go to bed, because this stream is gonna wrap up in, I want to say 2 hours, but we're gonna be honest. We're gonna go for 2:10 because that's how most of my streams are recently. So, like I said before, like I said yesterday, he was like my TL, you have a good one too. You have an absolute good day. Love you too. Take care, and I hope to see you on a stream soon. But the person who was in charge of maintenance, actually just kept me, and he's like, okay, we're only gonna need you for like the rest of the, like only like for today and tomorrow. We're only gonna need you for like today or tomorrow, and that's it. He said that day and tomorrow. And so after the next day happened, I was like, okay, so do I have to report back? And it's like, no, I'm gonna need you for the rest of the week. And I'm like, okay, fine. So the rest of the week happens, and I'm like, okay, do I go to report to my other position? And he's like, no, I still need you. So I'm gonna call your TL. I'm gonna call your TL and let them have me keep you. Which I was not assigned. Like I said, I was not assigned to do that. And like I said before, so I actually not only had to like go, like I was supposed to do one thing, but it's like, we're taking you from that thing and we're just gonna keep you. And so a few times I actually had to like go up to a subsection of a second floor, and I actually had, and it was really, the TL told me, and it was really dusty. I had to sweep. It was really dusty, and it looked like it had not been cleaned for like a year. Like, it was dusty. There were papers everywhere. There were discarded bottles, like water bottles everywhere that had not been cleaned up for what seemed to be at least a few months. And apparently he didn't get anybody else to do it. So nobody else, I don't think he ever assigned anybody else to clean this floor. So he told me, okay, you have to clean this, you have to clean upstairs. And it's like, you have to sweep, you have to vacuum, you have to like clean up the garbage. And there was no garbage can so I could actually like put in the garbage. And when I suggested to put at least 2 garbage cans, nobody listened. Like, nobody actually listened. They're like, okay, we'll think about it. But nobody did anything. So for like 2 more times, I ended up having to like clean this floor. And so there were papers, like, again, and like I had to wipe everywhere. Like, again, it was really dusty. So I'm pretty sure I was the only one who he assigned that, like, section to. So either he put somebody there, like, and here's the thing. He was watching me, like, because there are cameras all over the building, he was watching me the entire time. So I could not I couldn't even, like, stop even if I wanted to. So, so it was just, like, emotionally draining. A few people knew what was happening. Like, I told people, like, I was supposed to be in one department, but he took me out. Like, I'm pretty sure, and I've told this before, he was not, like, you are not allowed to, like, pull people out and then keep them, you know? Like, at the very least, get different people on different days. But he just kept me. And I just stopped getting interested in just being there. You know? And he caught me reading a few times because it's like, all I did was water. All I did, like, one day was just have water, like, put water in coolers. And then I got fired for, I got let go for, legitimately being caught with a book. And he's like, okay, you're done. You're out of here. And I'm like, I tried to plead with him, but I was kind of like, oh, don't. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So that was my last day because I was caught reading a book, you know? It was like, yeah, so what he pretty much did, like, just kept me, like, it was pretty bad what he did. Because at least with other departments, like, okay, you have to go to this department, but you will be back the next day. But he kept me for the next 5 weeks, and I was slowly becoming miserable. And he treated me like a child. You know, he genuinely treated me like a child. And I'm like, and he's like, you don't have to tell me what to do. I actually had to tell him, you don't have to tell me what to do. And he's like, well, apparently I have to. And it's like, wow, you're just being a complete arsehole. You're being a complete arse. Like, I understand why you're firing me, but you could at least, like... And he kept me despite the fact that I was not doing a great job. I was not doing a great job at the department, and yet he kept me instead of just putting me back in the department, which I would have grown at. And lo and behold, when I got fired, I got this new job 3 weeks later. And all I had to do was 2 days training, and then they left me alone. And my TLs think that I'm doing a good job, and they leave me alone. People talk to me, and I do work, but they leave me alone. They don't monitor me. They actually left me alone. They treat me like a human being, you know? And like, they actually did send me to a different department last week. And you know what else happened? They sent me a different department, and then they got me back in. Like you're supposed to. You know, you're supposed to be like, okay, department, okay, I mean, yeah, you're in a different department for a day or two, and then you go back to your original department. You don't keep somebody else. You know, you don't keep somebody else in the department. Especially when it's like a glorified janitor. And my boyfriend is like, well, you're passing out water, and it's like, that's not what I was assigned for. You know, this is nothing against custodians. This is absolutely nothing against them. But when I put in my work resume that I work in warehouses with, like, me packaging, that does not include, like, cleaning. And again, I was the only one he watched over. No, I was the only one he watched over. So I was just constantly being the paranoia just got, like, kind of worse. Like, it got worse. Not only did I have, like, dysphoria, but the paranoia with the fact that Big Brother was watching, it just genuinely got worse because it was true. And when I got fired and, like, 3 weeks later I was okay with another job, like, this current job, it was totally relaxing. It's genuinely more relaxing than that other job. And apparently, when I told the story yesterday, people are like, yeah, that's kind of like, that's not right. That's kind of illegal what happened. You know, they can't keep you for that long. They can't keep you from one department to another. You know, it genuinely was just kind of hurtful. No, not kind of. It was hurtful. And I'm pretty glad that I actually got let go of that job. Because of like I told a few people, and they're like, no, that's not right. They can't do that. They genuinely cannot do that. Deathly, how are you? Welcome. Hopefully your stream went well. I was lurking the entire time, but we're gonna end in like 5 minutes. But yeah, I told people about what happened, about just this person just keeping me in a position that I didn't want to be in. You know, it was just like, so the essentially he just wanted to fire me. No, actually, no, I'm not gonna go that far. Essentially, he kind of just like, he could have just sent me back to the position that I was at before, but instead he kept me despite him telling me over and over again to do. I'm fine. I've been lurking for a bit, eating again, ready for work. I hope you have a fantastic day. This stream is going to end in 4 minutes because I have to get to sleep soon. But yeah, but that's how my last job was. It lasted 6 weeks, and I only got let go because somebody, like the TL, the person who was in charge of maintenance, said, okay, I'm going to keep you, and even though you're doing a mediocre job, I'm just going to keep keeping you. You know why? Because it's like, it just sucked. That job just genuinely sucked. You know, at least with the first 2 days, people actually treated me like an adult. But this one is just like, no, I'm just going to treat you like a little kid. And it was disgusting. Not as bad as Walmart Logistics, but it was disgusting. And I had to wake up at 4 in the morning to go there. I actually had to wake up at 4 in the morning to go there. Yeah, I generally had to wake up at 4 in the morning just to go to work and clean around for 10 hours. I would rather just work for 8 hours for 5 days, you know? And right now, my job, I have weekends off. I have weekends actually off. I have Saturdays and Sundays off from my job, and that's honestly good enough. Like, I could not really ask for a better, I could not ask for a better, what's it called? I couldn't ask for a better, schedule, you know? Granted, this is my first job where I actually am working on Friday, but it's a job nonetheless, and if I could find a way home without paying an Uber, I would stay overtime. I would stay 2 extra hours. And I'm not joking. I would actually stay 2 extra hours at my current job just to keep working because it actually keeps my mind fresh. And before I go, I remember telling somebody that I was trans, and I told her how old I was, and she's like, "Wait, you're that much old? How do you look like so young?" And I'm like, honestly, healthy eating, I do yoga exercises and satanic sacrifices. But like honestly, being around those people who respect me and I respect them and I respect how hard they work. These people work very, very hard. And like I absolutely appreciate being there. I love being at this job, you know? Does it get tiring? Yes. Amazingly enough, I get tired whenever I'm at lunch. Whenever I'm at lunch, I try to read, but I get so tired. And then when I go back to work, I am full. I am genuinely like ready to roar. Or whatever that goes. But holy crumbs, we are at 2 hours and 10 minutes. One of these days I'm just gonna like straight up wake up really early and go for 3 hours because these streams are longer than Star Wars. But everybody, thank you all for coming. Thank you, Ilcod, for the raid. Thank you, Jado Art, for the raid. We are going to raid out right now. We are going to raid somebody who I never get to raid. We're going to raid Juliet. It's cool. She is absolutely the bee's knees. But everybody, thank you all for coming. I hope you all had a decent stream. I hope this stream didn't bore you like it bored me. I'm kidding. But until another time, I don't know if tomorrow, I'm Kiara Strings. I am a trans woman, and this has been the early stream. Thank you and take care. Beautiful, don't. Beautiful, don't.